Hi Libras, and welcome to your April 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk to you about some of the energies coming in. If you guys are new here, I so hope you will hit the subscribe button if you get the chance. It is an honor to be here and reading for your energy, and I definitely hope that the message that comes forward resonates for everyone. So Libra, your energy is very interesting within the whole scheme of things going on right now, because it is different than everyone else's to a degree. We have a lot of, unexpected societal things happening with, the coronavirus and social distancing and quarantine and all of that. And it's kind of interesting. Your energy feels somewhat less impacted by it, or somewhat, everyone's impacted by it, but I really feel that you guys are maybe really instinctually understanding how to work with this and how to move forward, and perhaps even I wouldn't say like downplaying it, but maybe even underestimating to a degree what it could indicate. So I think that the first thing coming into April that you guys want to do is just kind of like clear things out and clear out any old expectations that were accumulating in a weird way. There's something has accumulated. That's what I'm feeling first and foremost for a lot of Libras. It's not all Libras, but something has accumulated, and it has a very specific momentum that might not be carried out in the same way. So for example, you've had a job that required a lot of traveling, or something that just gets postponed, or something is unexpected with the energy. You've got Five of Pentacles reversed, you've got Ace of Cups reversed, the High Priestess reversed. There's kind of a sense of like your emotional receptors being a bit drained, or like you're emotionally drained, or, despite having a lot more time to rest, just despite spending a lot more time indoors, you might feel like you're still working really hard. So a lot of Libras I feel are going to create a completely different relationship with how they operate internally and how they feel about their home environment. So it's kind of like a fourth house energy that we're all experiencing, for those of you who understand astrology, throughout the month of April and perhaps May as well. We are healing our fourth house and looking at our fourth house, which is our sense of individual selfhood, our sense of home, who we are and what we represent, with no connotation of other people or social, strata or social connections. So we are facing that, and that's a scary thing to face for some people. And for some people, it's quite simple and mild. But I do feel that you are a bit drained looking at that. And again, it feels like a lot of Libras might kind of be not in fourth house territory at the same time either, but having to face it, which could actually be one of the biggest gifts from the universe, to be in a situation where you don't feel like really connected to your home, or you don't feel really homebound, but yet you're still facing the fourth house, and it becomes about your body, or it becomes about your skin, or what's inside of you, and not even the walls that are around you. That's really, really rewarding for you guys, because you are really taking back some power here. You've got the Emperor and Temperance and the Moon all upright. So there's kind of like a crowning here and a rebalancing, like a remapping balance moment where you are getting really honest with yourself, actually. And I think that self-honesty is the most important thing for a Libra this month. I actually see that some of you guys could kind of deceive yourselves a little bit, or trick yourselves into thinking that maybe you don't have to wield this power, or maybe you don't have to do some of these things anymore. But nonetheless, Saturn's going to go retrograde next month back into Capricorn, so it's not the time to completely quit everything. But, there might be some things that you want to leave behind, but I don't think that it's actually time to completely start over. Yet it is, and that's the duality of this time. We're in an extremely dualistic paradigm. So we are in double one. It's Aries season. It's the rat year. It's a total new beginning. But at the same time, we've got some very mature, very aged outer planet activity. Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn about to retrograde back, Jupiter in Capricorn. And that's not a quitting energy, That's like a finalizing type of energy. And so you've got to meet it halfway. There are some things that can't come anymore. There are some things that can't go on anymore. And then there are some things that have to just really be started over and continued too. So finding that center point and finding that consolidation, tempering all of that, is going to be the biggest lesson for you, I think. Last intuitive message before we get into the week to week. Creativity solves all problems for you, I think. I think that your creative process is up for a new beginning to some degree here. And I think that there's a polishing actually of your creative process that is so enjoyable, and power derived through that. So power derived through polishing your own creative process, and balancing that along with your health rhythm too. So there's like a rhythm that you guys find here in the month of April. That's really cool. There's a rhythm. There's an honest, creative rhythm here. So yeah, routine. That's interesting. Routine, totally changing with the quarantines and social distancing, yet finding a rhythm within it, and finding almost like the key to your universe, or the key to your experience that you never knew was there, is a huge possibility right now. So I think that that's so hopeful, and I think that that's so connective for you, Libra. Try to just detach from any like social worries that you have, like, is there going to be enough money? Am I going to still be, popular? Are my friends going to be all right? Is my family going to be all right? I think that that's all like, hopefully you've already like not worried too much about it with the energy that's come in, but you want to just keep to yourself to some degree here too, which is interesting. Anyway, Libras, week to week. Number 1, you have the Emperor rooted down by the High Priestess reversed. So yeah, it's actually more masculine energy than you might expect. This is Aries season. This is a Mars time. So we kind of got to chase after what we want, or we got to reach out and claim it. Something has to be claimed by you. It's not so much the time to just let things find you, or to exist in complete passivity. It's actually a time for Libra to get what they want, and to take what they want to some degree too. At the same time, there will be a challenge to maintain your values or your ethics too. The High Priestess reverse can sometimes indicate that we maybe feel guilty, or we feel regret, or instability in some of the choices that we've made. So those two coming together, I mean, that's a lot of energy, first and foremost. So you don't want to be denying yourself sleep, or denying yourself food or fuel, because your body is going to be processing a lot, and your psyche, it's more so your psyche that's going to be processing a lot. Maybe just to get you in that space where you can get more out of your own brain, and you can get more like independent with your own thoughts, because I kind of do feel that you are representing so much for so many different people, and it's like you've adapted so much for so many different people. And who are you now? Where is you? Libra, like, hi Libra, where are you? And you're kind of locating yourself in the first week, which it does require a lot of energy. And maybe some of you have already done this actually, but I would recommend that you allow yourself to control your own life, and allow yourself to kind of be in control to some degree. And you don't want to get toxic with that. You don't want that to become an ego game, but there is a control dynamic that is not wrong for you in the first week. So week number 2, you have 5 of Pentacles reversed, rooted down by the Moon. So I kind of like the energy there. If you see the artwork, you can see the pentacles on the stained glass window in 5 of Pentacles, and it kind of makes an interesting symmetry with the moon, in the moon. So it's like your emotional well-being, your philosophy around the theme of like money and value is changing in the second week. In layman's terms, it is just a big financial change, but it's not bad, and you don't want to fool yourself with things either. You don't want to like trick yourself up or get too over the top with money. You kind of want it to be a background action to some degree, I would say. But yeah, there might just be some things that are stressful there. But I don't feel you to be threatened, and I don't feel you to be really in the long term worried about this, but there could be like worries to be had there. Also, you might watch out for people who really want you to walk down the cold road with them. So I've understood lately that 5 of Pentacles reversed is like being tempted by other people to walk down a tough road with them. It's like, I don't want to walk by myself, come with me. It's like misery loves company. So yeah, you might watch out for that, because that's reversed. There's no room for Libra to be miserable during Aries season. This is like your axis, the Aries Libra axis. It's kind of one of your important times of the year where things get really questioned and things get really spotlighted as well. So you don't want to get too involved with other people, in my opinion. You want to get more spotlighted on the self, because even if you feel like you've done all the self-discovery, or if you feel like you've worked with yourself, I think that there's going to be something completely new that comes up here relating to who you are and what you want. Week number 3, you have Page of Wands rooted down by King of Pentacles. So this week, it does become a little bit about other people, but if we were to look at it just for yourself, that's going to be, money becoming a more creative process. So being more creative with how you earn, or being more creative with how you spend. As I've been saying for some of the other signs, it's an awesome month to make less, but actually have ended up saving more or having pocketed more. That's happening for a lot of people just by seeing what was never necessary to have in the first place. So there might be some changes to make in the third week on how you are leveraged, but it could also just be your resources of creative energy too. That might be being overspent with King of Pentacles, or it could be something that you have in excess too. So the excess creative energy that you have, where's that going? It's a great time to figure out where that's going, and as we move into Taurus season there, to really gain interest off of it, or to really gain if you can imagine, like dividends off of your creative energy, and not be so physical with things, because it's like your energy for money with King of Pentacles at the root of it is going to come out through creativity. It's not going to really come out maybe through the tried and true expected monetary area. Week number 4, you guys have Ace of Cups reversed, rooted down by Temperance. Look at all of the cups with water. There's a lot of symbolism with water pouring out of cups. So I think that you guys are really energetically stretched to some degree. Like, you're really giving of yourself here, there, everywhere. Again, it's not all Libras, but you feel a bit drained to me. And also, it feels like you might have had to do a big investment, or a big bailout for yourself or for somebody else. And if that happened, I think that you want to sort of see the insignificance of that at the same time. Like, and this is a bigger collective thing. This isn't just Libra, but there's kind of a valuelessness to money and monetary systems right now that's been very sudden with Saturn moving into Aquarius. And that's a really important thing to kind of see there, and to see what is and isn't threatened in your life as a result of having this much money, or as a result of having had to spend that, or not having access to that anymore. You might really be surprised at how okay things are. But I do think that there's also, with Ace of Cups reversed, someone's maybe really relying on you for emotional support. Again, 5 of Pentacles reversed also indicates that somebody really needs your support, or really needs your upliftment. And I think that it could become a little bit like a leech, or like an expectation for the future. So it might be really good to set the standard in the 4th week, and to also be honest with people, and to be careful in how you're spending too. Spending time, spending money, spending energy. How are you spending it? That needs more care. That's something about that is in reverse. Like, you're really pouring out a lot of time, money, and energy on something, perhaps. But then again, it's rooted down by Temperance. So maybe you're finally pouring it into yourself. If I were to look at you as the Temperance card, it's kind of a Libra energy, because it's like a balancing. It's like how much is in each cup. So, and then you've got the cup pouring water. And so there, one way or another, is you guys have collateral, or you guys have capital, or whatever you want to call it, when it comes to your energy and it comes to your capability. There is abundance there, because you guys have a lot of liquid to work with, and a lot of energy stores. So, on one hand, you don't want it to stagnate, but you don't want to pour it completely out. So finding that middle ground is essential, and also alchemizing your body in a positive way. So alkalizing your body, either way. Getting more alkaline, eating more healthily, hydrating more. You're going to need a lot of water this month, if you can have it. And maybe even like swimming, or being near the water, or being somewhat in water often is really good for you. Sunlight too. This isn't the time for the moon, really. The moon is actually a bit of a worrisome factor for some Libras right now, because we want the sunlight, we want the sunshine. This is Aries season moving into Taurus. It's about the sun. You get the solar energy, and then it starts to grow all of the plants, and life flourishes. So that's what you kind of want to tap into now too. Anyway, Libras, I kind of feel that it's a little bit mundane too. Like, I think that honestly, you guys aren't really you're spotlighted right now, but only to really be an example of something that's like kind of trivial to a degree. Trivial isn't the right word. I've been using that word a lot this month because there are a lot of trivial things. You guys are anything but trivial. You're more so, I don't know, just unthreatened in a way. It's not going to be every Libra, but enjoy this time kind of just to actually do whatever, or just to kind of be something completely new. I don't know. But y'all are okay. And in a way, I feel like you don't even really need the reading, but I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, we're going to do an extended one on Patreon because it's important to be consistent. And I will see you guys for the extended reading. We'll look at the central theme. We'll look at the supporting factors. If you want to jump over there, it should be linked in the center of the screen as well as linked below. Your subscribes, likes, and comments make my day. I hope you're doing well, Libra. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.